What's up, y'all? Today I wanted to break down why I bought a brand new car in 2025. And no, it wasn't because I just wanted something fresh off the lot. The timing, the market, and the problems that I had with my old car all took part in this decision. If you've been debating new versus used, or if buying a car in 2025, 2026 is a good decision, then you're in the right place. My last car was a 2015 Audi A4 Quattro Premium Plus. I loved it, but it was almost 10 years old. Repairs were adding up, and honestly, I was spending more time worrying about what would break next rather than just enjoying the vehicle. And that's when I started to ask myself, is it smarter to keep throwing money at repairs or just buy something new and reliable? And that's when I started digging into the market. Here's the thing, cars in the US are older than ever. In fact, the average age that vehicles hit the road in 2015 are 12.8 years old. Passenger cars are even older, averaging at 14.5 years. That means a lot of us are driving decade-old vehicles just like I was. And at the same time, new cars are not cheap. The average transaction price for a car this year is hovering around $47,000. Not quite the record highs from 2022, but it's still up there. So why did I buy now? Two big reasons: tariffs and timing. Starting in April 2025, the US slapped a 25% tariff on imported vehicles and auto parts. Experts estimate that's going to raise prices anywhere from $4,500 to $10,000 per vehicle. As Barron puts it, buy before tariffs take an effect and you can save thousands. So I looked at the calendar and realized if I wait, I'm going to be paying more for the same exact car. And here's the other thing, dealership inventory was very healthy this year. There's around 2.7 million vehicles on lot, which is around 70 days of supply. That meant that there was more room to negotiate, more rebates, and less pressure. As business insiders put it, act now while inventory is doing great. Prices and affordability can drop really quick. So let's talk about financing. With interest rates bouncing all over the place, getting a good loan is pretty tough nowadays. But by negotiating over email, getting multiple offers from my credit union, banks, I was actually able to negotiate an interest rate of 4.9% on my new Mazda at 22 years old. And that's well below what a lot of people are seeing right now. There's people getting charged 8, 9, 10, 11, 12% for interest rates. My past interest rate was 7.6%. Disclaimer, used vehicles interest rates are a lot more higher than new vehicles. On top of that, compact cars like the Mazda 3 hatchback are the sweet spot nowadays. Incentives are rising for cars under 30K, which is pretty rare for our market. The turning point for me was simple. I could either roll the dice on my Audi for another year, risk higher repair bills, and then face higher prices thanks to tariffs, or I could take advantage of incentives and inventory now. Waiting would have cost me thousands. Acting now saved me thousands. That was the turning point for me. So here's my advice if you're thinking about buying in 2025 or 2026. Check the car's age and repair costs. If you're continuously fixing the vehicle, it might be time to hang that baby up. Understand the market, tariffs, inventory, pay attention to those things. If a car's been sitting on the lot for 60, 70 days, they're probably willing to negotiate over it. Pay attention to the incentives that are out there. I got a college student tax credit of $500 because I'm a recent college student graduate. So you can get these types of things as well. So make sure that you're asking and looking at these, but really paying attention to the inventory that certain dealerships have and what cars are sitting, because those cars, they're more likely to get rid of a little quicker because they're paying interest on those vehicles. Every day a vehicle sits on a car lot, they are paying money on that vehicle. So they want that vehicle gone. Negotiate smart. Don't be afraid to walk away. And don't be afraid to negotiate over email or over the phone. And that's exactly what I did. I walked into multiple dealerships and I walked away every single time. And here's what I recommend. They don't want you to walk out that dealership. They want you to walk out that day and buy something. But you have to be able to just be ready to walk out. And doing it over email saves so much time because I was able to get out the door prices. I was able to contact the Mazda in Libertyville. I was able to contact the Mazda in Wisconsin. So I went to multiple different Mazdas and went and compared their out the door price for the same vehicle. And then you could go with the program that works better. I was actually to negotiate $2,000 off my vehicle over the email. They were able to get $2,000 off a vehicle over the email and sent me an out-the-door price. Now, yes, I went in there, they tried to throw on all these extra add-ons, things like that, but I was able to deny that. And look what I got now. for $27,500. They took this down to 25,000 or something like that. I think MSRP is like 26,000 and their list price was 26,800 or something like that. And I ended up walking out with it for 25,000. So they knocked 1,700 off of my asking price because I was willing to negotiate. Even through email, you just ask them, hey, I'm looking for a new vehicle. I'm interested in this very specific email, because if you're going to dealerships to shop around, you're not going to negotiate. So, and I totally recommend go to dealerships just to look at cars, just to drive cars, just to see what you want, especially if you don't know what you want before. Go to dealerships and just have fun. If you get pressured to stay, I mean, you just got to have it within you to say, nah, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna keep you there for a while. Sometimes, even if you want to do a little vehicle, just make sure you get everything understood. Hey, I'm coming here to look at vehicles to see what I'm interested for today. You know, you don't want to go in there, have them thinking they gonna run your credit, because I had a whole dealership run my credit before I test drove a car, and I didn't even tell them they could run my credit. So you got to make sure you kind of get it understood, and that's exactly what I did. And then when I was serious, that's when I started hitting these dealerships via email. What's your best out the door price for this? What's your best out the door price for this? I even told one dealership, I said, if y'all can give me this car 26,000 out the door, I will do it. And they said no, and so I said 26.5. They said no. They went down to 27.5, because first they said like 28, something like that. So they went down to 27.5, and I was like, you know what, 27.5 out the door. It's like 25 for the car. You know what, I'm gonna do it. So you have to negotiate. You have to, because you can. And right now we have the leverage to negotiate, because the car market's not the best. Interest rates are so high. Not everyone's going to get these new cars. Some of these cars are sitting on the lot, and these dealerships want to get rid of these cars. So therefore, we have a lot of wiggle room and a lot to negotiate. Look for tax credits. If you're getting EV, you get $7,500 off. You go get a Tesla, you get $7,500 tax credit. Like, look for these incentives. Like I said, the college student incentive. Look for low APR. So what I actually did is, since I bought a new Mazda, I'm getting my financing straight through Mazda, which they were able to offer a 4.9% interest rate, and my credit union was able to offer a 5.39% interest rate. And that 5.39 was good, but at the end of the day, they beat y'all out. So I went with the dealership's financing, which is pretty unheard of. Usually you do not go with a dealership's financing. Also, another thing, I would not buy my car from a dealership. I buy my car from Toyota dealership, from Honda dealership, from Mazda dealer. I'm buying it from the name brand dealerships, not these average dealerships out here. I mean, you can find something nice out here, but I'm telling you that Audi is how I got, man, if I tell y'all my story about my Audi, at the end of the day, you get scammed for these cars, man, so play it smart. At the end of the day, I didn't just buy this because I wanted a new car. I bought it because the numbers made sense. And waiting longer would have hurt my wallet. Would I do it again? 100%. And if you're in the market this year, I say don't sleep on timing. Now I want to hear from you. Are you thinking about buying a 2025, or are you thinking about holding off? Drop your story in the comments. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your boy, Jaimon, we out. And I'm gonna be coming with a lot more car content, dealership content, helping y'all how to negotiate for y'all best car. Cause I'm telling y'all, man, it feel good riding in something brand new that you ain't get scammed for. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We out.